Ghana konya na esi ho na eni partner so edi bu oman no se me man chusu amakwan a obi antimi ntena konya no so ye ntena ho no ema obi a onsuro nyame emedi oman so mangura sunsumu ye
abusafo mane no okraba Rev Owusu Bempah abusunya odinsem bebre na tudwa nam se saa pathway no amanfo nhye dan hu na amanfo nso nhye dan teye Rev say I'm said Ghana Kunyano, President of Ghana. Ubi beba be dio mine so. Abe president say Nana Danko Kufuado, John Dramani Mahama, Atamas Mobile, Abusia. Papa ne se ni nyina aya no hyehyase. Now enam secret bebre wo abusia ye ba be yi. Ede achauti yankona fe no yankohwe ensema papa no ede atudwa o kyerem se Ghana mampeni se oma onipa bi oba be di oman no so bia no aya na ohyehyase na edientia akwa na kyese empanimfo no ro be na omode ama asofo no ewo man yi mu a kyese omo play yes quick one ebeko na afi no yakwa akọhwe this video say Owusu Bempah on na yi Mahama free so ema Nana Akufo ebae enti 2024 we ba cho hwan ena eba be du o man so eye Dr. Bawumia anase Kennedy akompre kon Japan anase Mahama sign eba back quick one yakona this video ye a ibedi nkomo
say so for Owusu Bempah.
Now while we are away we heard that some people are spreading that Prophet Owusu Bempah is dead.
Yes, in radio stations
and I was told that it was announced on certain radio stations. And I was also told that it had been rumored that I was going for some leg surgery. Debbie.
Busamame.
And all these silly stuff were spreading around. And if God permits, when I get the chance, I'll speak for a moment. Now, whether you like it or you dislike it, I am one of the leaders of Ghana. Now, you may believe it or doubt it, but whatever I am saying is true. It is exact. Now, there are some things when I talk about, people think I am bragging.
Me say Ghana konya na si ho na eni partner so edi bu o man no se me man chusu amakwan a obi antimi ntena konya no so.
And so emphatically I would like to say that the presidential seat of Ghana, if I do not appoint or choose somebody who will sit on that seat, it cannot be possible.
Meaning, sir, they want to soon will be dimatem.
I know that people who don't have spiritual understanding would insult me.
Because Obia Omo Nyami Sunsun Enya Kesia wo Mayimu Yampene Manentra Kunyasu.
Now, we will not allow anybody who will not exalt the Spirit of the Lord in this nation, will not allow that person any access to the presidential seat.
Onim. So far as me want Ghana Krumha.
Now, so long as I am here in Ghana,
now ye check Ghana, me sumenya bi. Because me Ghana ni. And
that there is a portion of Ghana that falls to me. Because I am Ghanaian. And those that God has bestowed His great Spirit upon, I am one of them. We will not sit aloof and allow someone who doesn't fear the Lord to get the chance to lead the nation.
Maka eyan krofo bi say waka ebi kura be sere me ebi kura de be joke but eda ye be swe president a ye ne betena konya so 2024 in mo bete de ono ade na no beka ama Ghana fo nyina ate.
Now I'm sure some people are going to make mockery. Some people are going to make mockery of what I've said, but the next president who would be inaugurated into power on the day of his inauguration or during the course of his tenure, you would hear what he will say. That person will say to Ghanaians for yourself. In the course of time, there are certain things I'm going to say. Listen.
Mini ekobia omia bloggers miminibi.
Now I do not have a group of or a team of bloggers,
but me wo enyansafo a omunim de.
But I have people around me who are wise and are knowledgeable.
Emu fa dodo na ye mema.
And many of those people are my sons and daughters. There are many of them who live abroad. There are some people who have known me for about 30 to 40 years ago. So when such people hear some people say certain things concerning me on social media, because they know me, they come out to publicly oppose the nonsense that some people say about me, because they know the kind of person the prophet of God is. Now, in the early days, when God gave the chance for us to travel abroad with the prophetic unction many years ago, there are so many people blogging or vlogging on social media who were not born at that time.
Spiritual fathers.
I've got spiritual fathers.
So for Penny Victor Osei,
Bishop Victor Osei.
Put
your hands together for Bishop Victor Osei.
Also for Penny Edward Kwame Fojo.
And also Bishop Edward Kwame Fojo.
So for Penny Papa Wilson.
And also Reverend Papa Wilson.
Naomunyina me so for Penny Pa Odimu.
But the chief amongst them all
that
God used to introduce me very deep in the things of God
Bishop Dr. Kwame Poku
is Bishop Dr. Kwame Poku.
Or the prophetic echo UK first.
So he was the first to take the prophetic grace
and I mean
to the UK.
Archbishop elect Salifo Amuako Yensoso Yakoto aso.
And then we followed him.
First.
And we followed him, myself and the Archbishop elect Salifo Amuako. We followed up to with the prophetic unction. We went abroad with it first.
And also for Penny Joshua J.
And thereafter, God also opened the door for Prophet Joshua J. Now, this I am speaking about now happened so many years ago. And so there are many people who know us.
Social media no so now can send family one.
So and so when you're on social media and you say you speak trash, and some people get to hear of it and they come to respond, I am not the one who has designated them or giving them the chance to say anything. They say what they know.
Obia ni hono mo a oda me payroll so.
There is nobody on my payroll.
Obia no no ma me maniska so mara social media no so me defend me. E me didi obi atem. Enye bi da. Menye bi so da.
There is nobody that finds him or herself on social media because I have paid the person or contracted the person to come out and insult somebody or to defend me. I have never done it and I will never do it.
Ebrebi atwamu na na me ma sofo kwa me amone asofo no na me ma omu chirechire nsemu prophetic show and as a prophet show, but me am stop
now some time ago I gave some of my pastors the chance to be explaining certain matters on the prophet show, but myself I have stopped them from doing any such thing any further
because obi onoma otra osunsun no antimi wa na opese ogu animase e wo baby adom tie.
Because there are some people, when they launch attacks on you spiritually and they fail, they now turn around and get onto social media or into a public place just to bring ridicule and shame on you. And now they tell lies, all manner of lies about you. And then when that happens, there are some people who identify as my sons and daughters who would also come out and would challenge the truth of what the person is saying, and it ends up in a banter sometimes. But it got to a time that I have stopped everybody that I can.
But your uncrophobia or honomoa almost social media and so still so be can be etia Hon Owusu Bempah. No man can say who said the Okano. Opesa group of penny masigunu hufi Emma affecting the ministry or Mompene on Bebabi Chirim.
Now, though I have stopped many people from reacting to such matters, there are some people who still have presence on social media who would certainly come out to challenge anything anybody says, so long as it is untrue about the prophet of God.
Social media is very powerful.
Now, social media has become a very powerful tool.
Your program and conform share program no social media no so 100,000.
Now there were over 100,000 views of the program that we went to do in the UK.
Social media no so damage you, destroy ministry.
And so if you're not careful, somebody will use take advantage of social media to damage your reputation or damage the hard work you're doing. And so I am pleading with everybody who hears the sound of my voice. So if anybody
social media no being kontokwa enipano obetia semini obehunsa sofu we kuhwini na no be ofre me se mini obi atem onso ogina na so dem o twantro nyame kura betua meka. I will never do that.
Now if I have ever contracted anybody or paid anybody to insult somebody on social media or to come out and defend me, that person will know that what I am saying now is a lie. It's a bunch of lies. And in fact, even if I have ever done that or I should ever do that, God will pay me. Now, the reason I'm saying all these is that I'm trying to make a point. And thereafter, I'll start prophetic administration for a moment, and then we break, and then we come back and continue.
Now,
it is the thought of some people that when someone likes me, another person comes to tarnish my reputation, and that person who likes me rises to my defense. Many people think that I am the one who has arranged with the person who has risen to my defense to come out to defend me. Now, for an example, you seated here under the sound of my voice. I do not think that you will sit down quietly.
Okay, Reverend Owusu Bempah ensema ode atudwa no mo na abushafo papa di nsemi tudwa na amanfo bisa papa ne nsem bi se ene na oma mpani bi obaba be di oman no so eyo no na ache se ema ne ba na saade a enim se oyo NPP for sofo yes ache se oyo adwuma de ma NPP for enti Mahama NDC for eba be di akonya no ono ena eweke ema omobaya na yes yemam peni ex-president John Agyapong Kufuor oba be di oman so no eye Reverend Owusu Bempah ene ma ne ba sha na ene sa bia unpredicted na afi no Dr. Bawumia ene Kennedy akompeko agyapong omienu wan ene likely say obetimi abetu franka ede ama NPP amanyukuo no na afi no bia kama na nkofo so kasa em se asofufui se ye ba beto abasa on shedan ka street se we na ewe ni aso na nam ho a ne nam ho a ye to aba ne wi a na ababo ntima nka mekase we ne bedin kuni mekase we ne besi na ode ne ho aforifori mu ha se de be ya oka asembi anase sa asofo no kodi boni bi o man yi mu a enam se ota omanpani akinti no enkonkosi baabia edi sansam na nkrofo nso bise ntino oni papa ne adwen a me pa to drop your comment comment section oni ne nya adwen so a obetimi a drop your comment comment section na afi no bibia ai kama aha brighter media any first time ano subscribe na like video na share video ama onua enso anya bi ahwede be san drop bia no ebe san ede abramo akramo nyina